I find that when artists do videos on how they wrote a song or the ideas behind writing a song is so cool and so intriguing to me, and I love to see the behind the scenes process with like making products or films or things like that, and anything creative really interests me like that. So I thought before the end of the year, I want to tell you guys the process behind naming my first 12 inks. And I'll probably do this as I continue to name the inks, but I wanted to explain the process behind it, maybe some of the ink names that we didn't go with for some of the colors, and then some of the stories behind all of the different inks that we named, because there's basically a story behind almost every single one of them. The one question I get so often is, how did you come up with them? They're so creative, they're so fun. And really the thing with me that I said in the first meeting when we made these inks is that I didn't want them to be like everybody else's names, which is kind of funny, but you know, everybody else on the market kind of names them, oh, like it'll be like leaf green, and it's like, I didn't want another leaf green. I wanted it to be something kind of funny and have a story behind it so you guys can open your inks and smile and kind of laugh along with me if we have like a little inside joke about the ink pad. That's what I wanted. I wanted it to be something fun, something enjoyable, and very like youthful and playful to match the feeling of the line. And so that's what we kind of set out to do. And I remember like typing out those names for the first time in an email document and sending them over to the Ranger team, and I was like, they're gonna hate these. They're gonna, you know, these are bad. But they ended up loving them as much as I did, and kind of ran with that crazy idea of these names, and now they don't seem as crazy as they did back then to me, but at first it was kind of funny. You know, some of them aren't as crazy, but still, it was so weird to me that I was allowed to do that and have my own creative freedom, which is what I really love about the Ranger team, is that they let me take that leap and take that creative freedom for naming the ink pads. And I remember sitting down in the first meeting and our product sourcer said to me, she said, your ink pad names don't have to represent what the actual color of the ink pad is. So if you want to, you could name a green ink pad orange. And I was like, okay, good. This is what I'm gonna be doing. Not that drastic, but I wanted to have some fun, and you know, not every color needs to tell you exactly what the color is. It doesn't need to have that color name in it, which is really fun. So let's get into how I named all of these. It was so fun. Me and my mom got to name these ink pads together, so we both have this kind of personal connection to all the color names, and it's such a fun process to be able to bounce those creative ideas off of each other and come up with some really ridiculous names, but it really helps you narrow it down to your favorite names. And sometimes the wildest things that we came up with actually ended up being the ink pad name. So when you're naming something or you're trying to come up with something, even if it's your blog name, don't underestimate those weird ones. So we actually wrote down all of the names on a sheet of paper, and I get to keep this forever, which is exciting. But some of the names we're actually probably going to use for future ink pads if they didn't work out for this release, and we absolutely loved them. But let's get started. So Rosy Cheeks had a couple names. It started out as Juliet from Romeo and Juliet. It could have been Fiesta Punch. We had a couple different ones, but we ended up going with Rosy Cheeks just because it really represented that color well, and I thought it was the perfect color for rosy cheeks and for you to paint on rosy cheeks. So that one is quite simple. There's no real story behind that one. The next red color was either going to be Cookout or Bee Sting. And I just thought Bee Sting was absolutely hilarious. Nobody had done it before, and it was so much fun. You know, the one thing that I thought was really funny about all of these names is I was like, okay, after these are named, we're gonna know if somebody's copying us, because they're such weird, out of the ordinary names that, you know, nobody's gonna take them because they're so unique and different. So Bee Sting was a super fun one. It actually was originally gonna be the yellow, but then it made more sense. I had a better name for the yellow, and it made a little bit more sense because bee stings get super red when they're all swollen up and stuff like that. So that's why it had a little bit of a negative connotation, but everybody thinks that one is absolutely hilarious, and I love it. So for the orange color, we actually only had Traffic Cone. I think that was the name that fit that color really well, and it was a fun one too. So that one we didn't have too many options for, but I loved that name so much that we stuck with it right away. Okay, now this next one, Slippery and Wet, actually was a weird one. We didn't come up with it together. This one kind of came to me in like a dream kind of thing, but it was weird. Some people now told me that it is somebody's album title as well, but that's not what I named it off of. I named it because I saw those Slippery and Wet signs people put them over the floor when there's like an area that's slippery, but it doesn't make sense to me because you could either get a mop or you could put a big sign in front of it. So that one made me laugh because I'd never understand those signs and I didn't get it, but it was that perfect color for those signs. It's that perfect like bright yellow. So I named it Slippery and Wet, and that one was so much fun. I have trouble saying it, but it's such a fun one. Okay, Over the Moon had a lot of names. It had fake butter, we had margarine, or we had popcorn. We ended up going with Over the Moon, just because I love you to the moon and back, and we wanted over the moon, like excited, and I love that color. It was the perfect light. It's super light yellow and kind of like an orangey color, and it really reminded me of the moon, and so that's why we named it Over the Moon. Now, Overzealous was a super fun one. I didn't think that I was ever gonna find anything with that super bright green color. I just didn't think that anything existed in this world. There probably is something, but I decided that I wanted to go with a feeling instead of an actual like object. So I started up searching, what like that green color would give me, and I was like, okay, it'll make me excited. And so we had the word zealous, and that was like, a super fun and spunky kind of word. And I was just searching up in the thesaurus, zealous, and we came across overzealous, and I was like, that's an obnoxious way to say that you're excited, that you're overjoyed about something. And so I was like, okay, that's gotta be it, because this green color is super extra, and that word is so extra. So I was like, that's what we need to name this. And it's also in the song. It's one of my favorite songs too. It's called Issues by Julia Michaels. And it's like, I'm jealous, I'm overzealous. So whenever I think of that color, I think of that song, and that word is just so fun. It's a fun way to say that you're overly excited about something, which I love. Okay, so Later Gator was originally gonna be spicy guac. Can you just imagine that? Like, what were we thinking? But we wrote down anything that was weird and kind of fun, and we knew that like some we wrote down and some other people would walk in and say something. We wrote them down, but we knew we were gonna cross them out because they're too weird. But we had spicy guac, and then my dad was leaving the house once, and he was like, all right, Later Gator, and I was like, okay, that's the color. There's some things in here that like people would say, and it's like, okay, that's the one. And so with that green color, that was so immediately it. It's like the color of a gator, and that is so, I thought it was adorable. Later Gator, that's just so much fun, and he says that a lot too. So I thought it was a really great homage to him and his Later Gator as he's leaving, and so that was a super fun one. Okay, so we had this light blue color, and this light blue was gonna be a lot of different things. We had a lot of sad ones. We had Breakup Blue, Call Me Back. Like, I don't know what I was thinking, but we were thinking that was a little bit too sad, and I agree, it's a little bit too, like, down for that color, and it was a super bright blue, so we ended up going with Clear Skies just because it's a super bright and fun color, and we thought that those like sad ones didn't really go along too well with it. We didn't really want to associate a breakup with that really super bright color, so we ended up going with Clear Skies, and it really just is the perfect color for like a cloudless sky. It's a super bright blue, and I absolutely love that name for it. Now we had a couple names for the darker bluish teal color, and we were going to call it Saltwater, we were going to call it Salty. One of the names on here we're actually using for a future color, so I'm not going to say that one. But what was cool about this is we went back to some other colors that we had written down stuff for, and in Rosy Cheeks, that ended up being Rosy Cheeks, we actually had the color Remember Me. And I loved that one for blue. The Remember Me blue, it's a really great, I think it's like a beautiful name, and it's more of like, it's one of my favorite colors, and since the beginning of my career, I've always been trying to get people, remember me, or, what can you do to get people to remember you? And so that's what I wanted for that blue. It's almost like a love story kind of thing, but it also kind of represents part of my life. And so I thought it was really fun, and it really just goes along beautifully with that blue color, so that's what we ended up naming that one. So yeah, we kind of switched up categories. If something worked better for the other one, we put it like that. Even for that red, being Bee Sting, we took that from the yellow category. But, we found ones that fit together really well, and in the end, I think everything worked out beautifully. Oh, for the blue, we also had Wipeout, which was a fun one, but we ended up going with Remember Me. Okay, Triple Berry was a pretty simple one. I think this was one of the first ones that we had named, and the reason being is because anytime I get a shake or a smoothie or anything. We actually go on a lot of, or we went on a couple cruises, and the drink that I would order every single time is a triple berry smoothie or a triple berry daiquiri with no alcohol. No alcohol, but yeah, it was so good. I love that flavor, and anything berry is my favorite, and so I had to go with triple berry for that one. It's like the perfect like purpley pink kind of darker tone that goes along perfectly with like a mixed berry kind of smoothie or anything like that. That's the color it would be. So I knew that I was gonna name it triple berry. That's a little bit more of a simple name, but I absolutely loved it. I knew I had to have that one, so that's what we named that. Now these last two are probably my favorites, and some of your favorites too. I get a lot of comments about them. They're the ones that are named after my dogs, and it's GRRR and WOOF. And that's not their actual names, it's the gray and brown color. I knew I wanted to name something after my dogs, and I knew that it was going to either be a stamp set or something, and I thought the inks were perfect because it's similar to their colors, but the tricky part is their names are Oreo after the cookies, and Tazo after Tazo Chai Latte. And so those are two brand names. They're two things that we love in this household, but they're two brand names, so I couldn't do it. And I was like, okay, what else could we do? So their nicknames, they've been given a lot of nicknames, but their nicknames are like Otis and Tito. And I was like, okay, that's a little bit weird. Nobody's gonna get it. Nobody's gonna find that funny. You know, what signifies a dog? And so one day I was like, okay, GRRR. And so I came up to my dad, I was like, what do you think about this? He was like, I don't know, that's a little bit weird. And I was like, okay, GRRR and WOOF. The weirder the better, right? So I thought like anything that I do has to be fun, and those two made me laugh. They made me smile the most, probably out of all the inks. Just because they're fun and funny and everybody gets it because it's the, you know, the sounds that a dog makes. And my dog loves to growl, the other one loves to bark. You probably hear him in some videos or live streams before because they are barker boys. And then one growls whether he's happy, sad, anything. He's growling all the time. And he could be happy when he's doing it, but it's so funny. He's a little bit of an anxious pup. So that's why we named them GRRR and WOOF, and I absolutely fell in love with those colors, and the names just make me laugh and smile every time, which was the total goal when I was naming these. And there are definitely names on this sheet that I skipped over because they might be in a future release. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. A couple people asked me kind of the process of naming these, and I thought it'd be fun to share since I watch videos kind of on people's songwriting and things like that, and I find it so interesting. And so I thought I would share the creative process behind naming my ink pads and stuff like that. And even with the products and stuff, I try to have as much fun as possible. We sit down and we just, you know, throw a bunch of names out there and see which ones get chosen in the end. And like I said, sometimes the weirdest, most wacky ones that make you laugh the most are what ends up being the actual color name, which is so funny. But a lot of these names we were laughing at when we first wrote them down, but we ended up loving them, and I'm so in love with the first 12 color names in my line. Alright, we are in full swing over here. I've been filming videos all week. There's stuff on my desk, there is stuff behind me that you guys aren't supposed to be seeing right now. But we have a release coming up in January, and it's of course Creativation time too. I'm gonna bring this camera along with me so you guys get some Creativation videos of other people, of me, a little vlog maybe. So I'm really gonna hope to give you guys lots of content in January, coming very, very soon. So I'm gonna get back to work. I've been filming this whole week. I wanted to take a break and give you guys this quick video, and I'll see you guys very, very soon for another card making and crafting video. Have a great day, guys. Bye! Oh, and leave me a comment down below letting me know which color name is your favorite.